Yo, Hendor here with MFG Slowpitch. Today we're getting a chance to bring out the Combat CR1 Mint Militia balance model. We dropped the senior version, I think yesterday on the channel. We dropped the end load version last Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Finally get a chance to bring out the balance. This is a 13-inch barrel as opposed to the 12.75 on the end load model. We're swinging a 26 ounce today. I do believe Combat only offers this currently in a 25 and 26 ounce. The 26 ounces are currently sold out, if I'm not mistaken, but there are still 25 ounces left. That's all that's left in the U-Trip models. We do have one or two additional 26 ounce balance that we bought kind of for subscribers in case they miss out. So if you see this video, decide you want one, reach out ASAP. We'll see if we have one left. AverageDudeSlowPitch.com on the contact us page or any of the social medias. I'll get back to you as fast as I can. But as always, we're gonna throw it on the tester, see where it starts at. And then from there, we'll start with 52s, the Hycon ZNs, 52-300s. Get probably only 20 or 30 swings on it. We know these are meant to be game ready bats. And then as always on bats that start sub kind of at 260, 265, which is where I'm assuming this will be, we'll get about 40 to 50 Pro-Ms as well, just to check performance. And then we'll come back with final compression, final thoughts. All right, let's see where our Mint Militia Balance Combat starts at compression-wise before we throw swings on it. So we mentioned in the intro, we're gonna do 52s like normal, probably about 20 of them. And if this is anything like the other ones, we're gonna do about 50 at most Pro-Ms, just because these are game-ready bats that don't need BP. And that's what we like to see with these, especially with what we've seen performance-wise. We're right at about 260, obviously without a tick mark there, maybe a hair less, hair more. But either way, right around 260. So we'll start with the 52s, then Pro-Ms, come back with final compression, final thoughts. All right, Mint Militia Combat, again, starting with the 52-300 Hycon ZNs. Try to get this knocked out with everybody before that sun drops down into the worst possible spot.
97 miles per hour. 88 miles per hour.
Yeah.
There it is. That's the swing.
Yep.
102 miles per hour.
Whew. Best part is, just like the 12.75 end load, a nice crispy barrel even with 52s.
91 miles per hour. 97 miles per hour.
Yeah, and that was a little bit higher up. But yeah, even with the 52s, barrels feels relatively stiff, similar to the end load model. You know where you caught it. That one you could tell a little higher of the sweet spot. But again, you get the forgiveness that we've come accustomed to now with these first two Combat drops.
79 miles per hour.
So this Combat, man, initial thoughts seem to be very, very forgiving. Easy to find the barrel, easy to find sweet spot. Even on the missed swings with these 52s, you get all the forgiveness that you could ask for when it comes to a bat.
Yeah.
91 miles per hour.
Damn.
92 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour.
Woohoo!
That's a good ball.
You can't want more than that out of a 52. Over the little track out there and then into the street, I'll take it all day.
88 miles per hour.
That'll work.
102 miles per hour.
Yeah, man, the 52s feel great off this barrel.
89 miles per hour. 96 miles per
Oh,
hour.
that felt real good. Just missed the pull.
86 miles per hour. 96 miles per hour. 99 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's going to do it for the 52s. I mean, you can't ask for much more of USSSA bat. Again, I thought the end load model here and the Sandstorm were also great with 52s. Combat to me has the stiffest of the Rawlings kind of line of bats for the barrel, and I think that helps the 52s perform really, really well. So either way, let's go ahead. We're going to swap over to Pro-Ms now, see how it performs, and then come back, final compression, final thoughts. All right, let's switch to our Pro-Ms and see how this thing performs in comparison.
104 miles per hour.
Golly!
91 miles per hour.
Look at
109 miles per hour.
man. So for me in the past, I found with balance, you just have to put a little more or a lot more effort to really getting that barrel through for the extra pop without that end load. So far, I mean, ball's jumping off this barrel.
A better ball.
93 miles per hour.
Certified.
97 miles per hour.
Man, just again, unlimited forgiveness with the combats, which is might be the best part. I mean, you get the tantrum forgiveness with a stiffer barrel, great feedback. They basically took all the best Rawlings bats, mashed into one, and now you got combat.
91 miles per hour.
Yeah.
104 miles per hour.
Nice 104 knuckler.
99 miles per hour.
Even with the swings, the barrel's not softened up. It's staying, again, just as stiff, exactly like you'd expect from the end load models, just with obviously the end load gone. So for the balance fans, and even people who aren't really balance fans, I'm not really a balance fan, it's still super easy to find the sweet spot, super forgiving when you don't. For me, take a few swings just to get used to the difference in weighting, but every bit is good in my mind.
85 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour.
Line drive over that fence, buddy.
86 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour.
Well, there's every bit of that sweet spot. Elevated too.
89 miles per hour.
One more.
103 miles per hour.
Well, there's more pop. Man. Again, it's just as fun to swing as the end load.
93 miles per hour.
Woohoo!
98 miles per hour.
Yeah, we're done. All right, and that's going to do it here for our combat Mint Militia Balanced. I don't really have anything left to say right now. We talked about it all throughout the video. Let's go see what it tests at. Come back, final thoughts. Wrap this thing up. All right, let's see where our Mint Militia Combat Balanced model finished at compression-wise. Again, we did the whole, had too much fun swinging it, put more swings. We went back and checked. We had a total of 120 swings. I do know we did about 40 to 50 52s. So that puts us at about, quick math, about 70-ish Pro-Ms. So probably more than you want to put on these game ready bats. But let's see how that affects this thing here in the end. Let that sit at 0. And nice to see we're still sitting right on 250. We were sure to rotate the barrel, so let's just go ahead and see on that quarter turn what the other side's giving us. See if it's a pretty consistent kind of break in and final compression there. That might be too far. Hang on. Hang on. Let's do that again. Let's get right on top of this thing, make sure. Okay, that's better. Yeah, and just a hair over 250. So exactly what you want to see. Again, a little over 100 BP swings. And for how it felt, it needs basically no BP swings. So we'll talk about that a little bit more here in a second in the final thoughts. All right, we're swings complete, final compression complete here with the Combat CR1 Mint Militia Balance model. Again, 13-inch barrel, and we were swinging a 26-ounce model today. And as we just saw there with the final compression piece, still sitting right at about 250 to 255. That's with about 120 total swings, which was roughly 70, maybe slightly less, slightly more Pro-Ms. And then the rest were kind of with the 52s. And so, as we kind of mentioned, you saw a couple of the guys are kind of talking about as we swung it. Nice part is a nice crisp barrel still, just like the 12.75 end load model, and same as kind of the Sandstorm had as well. We didn't get a chance to swing the Balance Sandstorm, so can't compare to that. But with that being said, the only thing for me that took me a minute to get used to was the balance, just because I can't honestly say the last time I gamed a balance bat was a very, very long time ago. So just not something I normally swing. But even with that being said, it only took a handful of swings to get used to it. Same for Junior. Keith, he kind of bounces back and forth, so really no issues there. And with that, sweet spot, every bit as good as the end load model. The overall exit velocity, I have to go back and look. I think it was probably a tick lower. But again, for me, and really just in general, that end load does a good job of driving the barrel through and giving you a little bit of extra pop with the same exact swing. So probably could have got up to the same exact velos we were seeing with the end load, but obviously you're gonna have to kind of overswing a little bit. So this is gonna be something that if you're a balance fan, 100% one of the better balance bats out on the market currently. And then again, if you've been a fan of really any of the Rawlings line of bats, or what I like again about this one is the crisper, stiffer barrel is, in my opinion, the stiffer of the Rawlings line of bats to this point. You can go ahead and jump over to this one from pretty much any of the other brands if the softer kind of tantrum barrels, even bedlam barrels, were something maybe you didn't like in the past. Great forgiveness, just like we had with the end load. Really felt like you couldn't miss. Even when you caught it low, yeah, it's a one piece, you could feel in the hands, but the actual carry on the ball was great. When you caught it towards the end, no issues. So just really nothing not to like about it. I know Junior loved it, Keith loved it. So far, I mean, we're 2 bats in here with Combat, and it's great to see that they took, I think, kind of what everyone liked from all the different Rawlings kind of bats, made their own tech here, and then kind of combined all of that as well, and put out what I think is, in my opinion, one of the better, if not the best, line of the Rawlings bats at this point. So hopefully here in 2025, as we see more of the Easton Mikan worst stuff drop, they've got similar, stiffer barrels. I mean, again, that's a personal preference thing. If you're somebody who's obviously loved the feel on the tantrums, bedlams, the freak, whatever it might be, KPs, obviously no factor there. But to me, that extra kind of stiffness really puts this one over the top. Seen great performance, great feedback, everything like that. And then again, this one and the end load have showed that they pass compression just fine. Yeah, getting down to 250, whatever, that's a perfect spot in my mind for game ability at that point. But you could have gamed it straight out of the wrapper at that 260-ish, 265 mark and had no issues. And even then, we put way more Pro M swings than you should on a game type bat and no issues there. So again, I do think the 26-ounce model of this is sold out over on combatmfg.com. Not sure what's left over on justbats.com. Don't have a code for any either of those. I believe they're both retail as far as that goes. However, I do know there's 25 ounces left, at least last I checked here on the balance model. And then I know there's some people out there that still have some of these left. For us, I do have 2 or 3 extra balance that we grabbed purely for kind of ADS subscribers, supporters who may missed out on the initial drop. The only increase you'll see from the website price is I just have to add the shipping on there because I can't lose money sending them to you. But my goal there is not to have you have to go out and kind of overpay with some of the people who bought them and then are severely upcharging the prices on them. So if you want to grab one of these, and they're also on the website, especially 126, reach out on any of the social medias. AverageUseSlowPitch.com, whatever it might be, and I'll do my best to help you out in grabbing one. But either way, another great product from Combat. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully help you decide whether or not you want to grab one of these, something else, whatever it might be. If you have any comments, concerns, feedback, let us know whether in the comments, social media, Average Use Slowpitch, website, whatever it might be. Either way, we appreciate the support for the channel. Have a great day.